Alright, so as everybody knows, the 2025 GR Corolla was just announced by Toyota. And from the 2024 to the 2025, there are some pretty major changes. One of them being a facelift. They changed the whole front end of the car, and that was to provide more cooling, which I don't know, from some of the videos I was watching, it sounds like it's more for the transmission, for transmission cooling, for just the automatics, but it could be some more cooling for the manual transmissions too. I don't know. We'll definitely have to see and hear more about it once we get farther. But yeah, so let's hop into the video and see, do I actually regret not waiting to get a 2025, or is this 2024 going to be perfect for me? Alright, so hopping into the car, one of the biggest things I know that is going to change on the 2025s are they're going to get a updated climate control with dual zone climate, and they're also going to get a heads-up display, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know if there will be a way to retrofit this or not to get one, but we'll have to see prices and see if you can actually obtain one of them. But to me, those are cool things to have, but I don't think they're necessary or they're deal breakers to have compared to the 2024 to the 2025. So I'm not like disappointed in that, but it would be cool to have those. So, and one of the other things obviously is they're going to add a 8-speed direct automatic transmission, I believe is the term that Toyota uses. So it's just going to be a normal 8-speed transmission. And so most likely that car is going to be faster than the 6-speed manual transmission, but it's just not going to be as enjoyable. I would much rather have the 6-speed transmission than have the automatic transmission. That's just up to me, but I don't know. You guys comment down below what your thoughts are on the automatic transmissions, if it's a cool addition or not, or if Toyota should have just stuck with the 6-speed manual. But those are practically the only things that are going to change on the interior. I think some of the trim pieces that I was reading are going to be changed to, I guess, a less glossy or satin finish, but everything else is going to stay the same. Nothing is changing. We still don't even know how much these newer 2025 Corollas are going to cost, but it definitely is a cool option. One of the biggest things that are changing on the GR Corollas for the 2025 are the colors and the trim levels. So obviously they still have the core model and they have a premium model, but they do not have a circuit edition model like they did for 2023 and 2024. So the circuit editions are completely gone, and the special colors also don't seem to exist right now. As of right now, it looks like it's white, black, gray, and red. But maybe, who knows, when it gets closer, they might announce a special edition for those premium plus models out there. But right now too, it looks like none of them optioned with the rear spoiler that the circuit edition came with. So that'll probably be an additional expense if you guys would want to add that on there, which I think the rear spoiler sets these cars off and makes them look a lot better than just having the roof and then nothing past it. So that is a downside, that the spoilers aren't there anymore. But the carbon fiber roof is staying. So if you like the carbon fiber roof, then you don't even have to worry about it. But if it's not your cup of tea, then I guess the core model would always be it, because I think all the other ones are optioned with the carbon fiber roof. And it just starts to pretty much downpour rain as I'm starting to film this video, so I'm gonna give it a second. Hopefully it'll slow down just a little bit and then we can continue on. Alright, so now that the rain has kind of slowed down, one of the other things I noticed, and no one has mentioned anything yet, is the wheels. I think they're all going to be cast aluminum wheels. None of them are coming with forged wheels like the 2024 circuits did and the 2023 Marizos did. So that looks like it's something that was taken away. Not sure if it's going to be an option or not, but one thing I noted. And one of the other things, the biggest change is the suspension is getting upgraded, and the car is now tuned to have the Marizo tune, which is, it's still 300 horsepower and 295 foot-pounds of torque, which is 22 more foot-pounds of torque than the 2023s and 2024s came with. So that is one thing, but a tune can easily fix that and get you well over what you're looking for. So I don't think it's that big of a deal where you could just get a tune for possibly around $1,000 and then make more power and more torque than what the 2025 is going to do. So that is one of the biggest things. The suspension, I guess, is getting stiffer springs, and then the rear suspension is also getting a different trailing arm position or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I just read about it that it's going to change the angle or something like that, so when you accelerate, you're going to get less squat in the back and a more even chassis and suspension as you are driving. And then also the improved springs will also improve handling on cornering and things like that. So those seem to be the biggest upgrade on these cars, other than the actual tune itself making a little bit more power. And also too, one other notable change is this car with the automatic transmission is going to get launch control, but there's many caveats to the launch control. So it's more about, I would imagine you can launch the car, but you should probably not often or overheat or whatever. So that is something else too, that they add launch control, but they add a lot of caveats to it to not use it and things like that. So we'll have to definitely see sooner or later when they actually bring it out to test it. But right now they have it, but it sounds like there's a lot of little things that need to be tweaked or worked on. But if you own a 2023 or 2024 GR Corolla, do you think it's worth selling one of these just to update to that facelifted, better cooling automatic transmission and a little bit more torque? Or do you think that holding on to these circuit editions are actually going to be a more valuable option, and also a more of a novelty and maybe a collector's edition, especially if you have a special edition color? Or do you think it's worth it completely just to get rid of it and then find something much better than the actual Corolla? I hear good things about the Civic Type Rs, the GTIs, the new WRXs. I hear that they hold good power, but they're ugly. So comment down below if you think holding on to the Circuit Edition or upgrading or change it to a different platform is going to be a lot better. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.